Got away from Madeley there, all right. And he's got Porterfield down the left. Stewart inside, calling for it from Porterfield. Hallam slips over, and a great shot there by Billy Hughes. Took it well on the run, and was just a couple of yards too high. Coming up to a quarter of an hour gone, and absolutely nothing to choose with the inside so far. Guthrie again. Reaney nodding that one away, but only as far as Horswell. Oh, and that was a fraction wide. There was a deflection after Horswell had hit it. Giles, long sweeping ball again towards Alan Clark. Malone challenging hard. Bremner, a touch off for Lorimer. Now, is this Lorimer's chance? This must be Lorimer's chance. Crossed there towards Mick Jones. Oh, and a beautiful header away by Malone. Crossed again and passed. Hughes moving just a little easier now. And now it's with Kerr. And that must be Harvey's, but he's under a lot of pressure. So Harvey tipping that one over. A corner to Sunderland. And Hughes is going to take it. He really is, I'm sure, to the vast relief of the North East, moving a lot more freely now. A deep one again. Watson is right in there. So too is Hallam. And Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored! And Sunderland, the underdogs, are in the lead. Bremner was closing very quickly, but not quickly enough. But Cherry taking possession and finding Madeley. And there's room ahead now for Madeley to begin one of those runs. Reaney away on the right for him, but here's Clark in a lot of space. And Clark denied at the very last by Dave Watson. As the whistle goes for half-time. A really sensational first half that saw Sunderland struggling for periods, but scoring the only goal of the first half through Ian Porterfield. Watson, that magnificent defender, with a magnificent free kick. And now Hughes, will he do something with this one? But Stewart let one go there. Porterfield again, that time with the left foot. Guthrie lining one up. And it just went into the side netting when half the crowd at Wembley thought it was number 2.
What a moment from behind the goal. Look at that. One shot after the other. And finally, there it is, just into the side netting.
Hunter now to Giles. And now for Jones. Can he turn it and let one go? Back this time for Reaney as Sunderland crowd them out. Reaney, the high one in. And Cherry going in. And a great save. And a goal. No! My goodness, I thought Lorimer got that one. And Leeds are trying to say that the ball had crossed the line.
Well, we better look at it now because this is very vital. I must say it looked as if the ball had hit the stanchion at the back. Let's look closely. Underneath the bar and out. We can look at it now from behind the goal. As it turns out to be an incredible miss. There it is, Lorimer coming in. Oh, in fact, it wasn't. What a save. In fact, that was a fantastic save from Montgomery.
Giles with the free kick, floated again on that far side. Pitt getting ahead to it. Madeley, who has been brilliant, dinking it back once more. And Horswell couldn't lift himself to it. Bremner now. Bremner, a good cross. And Madeley again turning it back. That was another good piece of play by Madeley, but it was Pitt who got it away. 3 minutes now to go. Yoroth on the far side. And again, Jimmy Montgomery there for Sunderland. Hallam and Reaney. Hallam just lifting it over Reaney, and he can't really run after it, but he's saying that'll take Leeds a few more seconds to get it back. The crowd are lifting this stadium still more. There's Hallam, a man who's given just about everything he can give, as indeed all the Sunderland players have, and Leeds are still coming for them. Giles with Reaney again making one of those good-looking runs on the right. Another cross. And again, that man Watson is there. And it's with Hallam. 3-4 of Sunderland against 2 of Leeds. And Stewart now. And if he plays it across, he's got Kerr unmarked. But Madeley, as ever, is back. But Madeley loses it to Kerr. And Stewart is coming in again. And now his side foot there for Hallam. And Hallam again. And a tremendous save by Harvey. And and Hallam can't believe it. Stewart now for Sunderland, a deep cross. Hallam on the far side, but Madeley is there for Leeds United. On my watch, a minute and a half to go. Lorimer taking it up again for Leeds. Giles. Sunderland are so tired now. Bob Stoker was saying, my men are going to go out there and they're going to run and run until they drop, and Sunderland are almost at dropping point. Clark, but Pitt again, a brave challenge in there. Horswill tucked off nicely there by Tuart for Bobby Kerr. Back for Tuart again, and only Madeley is back. Hunter bravely trying to get back. We're inside the last minute. And it's a throw to Sunderland, and that's going to take a few more seconds. Stokoe now on the edge of his seat. And still those seconds are dragging on that Sunderland bench. Bobby Kerr, the captain, waiting for the throw for Sunderland. Are Sunderland going to be the first second division side since 1931 to win the cup? One of the greatest upheavals of all time if they do. Giles onto his chest. There's very little injury time, and we're in the last half minute. Clark, and a good challenge there, and a strong one by Guthrie. That'll take a few more seconds. The referee looking hard at the watch again. The bench are telling everybody in the Sunderland side to get back. Pitt, who has been magnificent, gets it away. It's with Hunter. Again, that referee has looked at his watch. Lorimer turning it on towards Jones, and that time Watson. Yorath back again. Malone is away. And now it falls for Tuart, and they can hardly raise a gallop, except, of course, Kerr. Tuart once more. We're in injury time at the end of the game. And a free kick goes to Sunderland, and it could well be that the seconds that takes will be all that matter. Hughes. And that's behind for another goal kick. Harvey wants to take it quickly. We have played 35 seconds of injury time. And Guthrie planting that one where it's safe, up in the Leeds half of the field. Giles. Bob Stokoe doesn't know how to contain himself on the bench. He's had a blanket over his knees and off his knees about 4 times in the last half minute. Malone taking it up again. Well, he's found a bit more energy. Hughes, and the referee looking at the watch again. Horswill. We have got one of the biggest upheavals of all time at Wembley. It seemed, the experts said, that there was no way that Sunderland could win, except that it looks as though they're going to. Tuart now to Kerr. A nice little dink on again for Hughes. Kerr again. And that's going to put Harvey under pressure. And no, it's not given. It's a foul by Hallam on Harvey. He has now played nearly 2 minutes of injury time, and again the bench is urging everybody to go back, and Sunderland have done it! Stokoe can't believe it, but Sunderland from the second division. Where's he going, Bob Stokoe? To Jimmy Montgomery, the goalkeeper who's punching and saved the day for Sunderland. The most surprising result that Wembley has probably seen in its 50 years of FA Cup finals. Porterfield, the man who scored it, and Watson, the man who stopped Leeds United from getting an equaliser. The unbelievable has happened at Wembley. And Bobby Kerr being held by Bob Stokoe. Kerr, who ran and found energy to run some more. A tremendous result this for Sunderland, and with due deference to Leeds United, a tremendous result for football as well.
When I was a boy, I think about 14, Don Revie fixed me up with a trial with Leeds. I was there for, as I say, a month, and I came back home, and it was just fitting that Sunderland meet Leeds in the final, and I stick the one in that wins the cup.
It was a very good corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great corner from Billy Hughes here, and Dave Watson got it great here. The ball gets knocked down, and as you see, I've got time.
Surprising how much time you did have there, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. My control was good now.
And that right foot shot was impeccable.
I felt great at that moment.
Tell us exactly how it felt. What were the fellas saying?
Well, I can't remember much about it. You know, when I scored, it's the first time I've ever felt emotion in my life. I'm not an emotional fella, but I could feel, you know, the tears sort of coming to my eyes. And Billy Hughes says, "Porter, you've scored, you've scored." And when he said that, I think I began to realise that I had scored.
Hurrah, the lads! Bob Stokoe quite rightly joining in that lap of honour with his players. That's what you call a tracksuit manager. And they came down in their thousands from the northeast. They came down with hope, and they go back with the cup.
And the homecoming was just as emotional, with thousands thronging the streets to pay homage to the cup winners.